On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Lifetime.
The duration of someone's life or of something's existence.
Examples:
Lifetime benefits. Lifetime ban from the sport. She had lived through 2 world wars in her lifetime.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between 2 sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Tuna.
A large fish of the mackerel family, found in warm seas, commonly used for commercial and sport fishing and as a food source for humans and other animals.
Examples:
Tuna steak. Canned tuna. I made a tuna sandwich for lunch today.
Warm-blooded.
Of or relating to animals that regulate their body temperature internally, typically mammals and birds, and maintain a relatively constant temperature regardless of external conditions, figuratively, passionate, enthusiastic, or emotionally expressive.
Examples:
Warm-blooded mammals. Warm-blooded fans. Humans are warm-blooded creatures that can regulate their body temperature.
Bony.
Characterized by a prominent, visible bone structure, lacking flesh or muscle, thin, scrawny.
Examples:
Bony fingers. Bony structure. She complained of a bony lump on her ankle that made walking difficult.
Endothermic.
Also endothermal, relating to a process or reaction that absorbs heat energy from its surroundings, characterized by the ability to generate and maintain internal body heat, as seen in mammals and birds.
Examples:
Endothermic animals. Endothermic process. The endothermic reaction absorbed heat from the surroundings.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Bay.
A part of the coast that is partially enclosed by land, a compartment or section of a ship or building.
Examples:
Bay Area. The mouth of a bay. She walked along the bay and collected shells.
Aquarium.
A transparent tank of water in which fish and other water animals and plants are kept. A building containing tanks of live fish of different species, especially one that is open to the public.
Examples:
Aquarium fish. Virtual aquarium. This world-class aquarium offers educational programs for school groups.
Streamline.
To simplify or make more efficient by eliminating unnecessary parts or steps.
Examples:
Streamline administrative activities. Streamline workflow. The government plans to streamline the tax collection process to make it more efficient.
Pectoral.
Relating to or located in the chest area, particularly the muscles or organs of the chest, relating to the breast or chest.
Examples:
Pectoral cross. Pectoral fins. The athlete wore a pectoral muscle brace to protect his injured chest muscle.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples:
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Lunar.
Of or pertaining to the moon.
Examples:
Lunar crater. Lunar surface. Ancient people felt mystified by the patterns on the lunar surface.
Friction.
The force that opposes motion between two objects in contact, especially by producing heat and wear, and is proportional to the normal force between the objects.
Examples:
Friction force. Surface friction. The friction between the two countries was causing tension.
Revered.
Highly respected or admired, often because of moral or spiritual qualities.
Examples:
Revered figure. The most revered president. The revered teacher was loved by her students.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
Sustainable alternative fuel. Principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Cave.
A large hole in the side of a hill, cliff, mountain, or under the ground.
Examples:
Domiciliary caves. The mouth of the cave. Bats reside in sheltered caves.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Wipe.
To clean or dry something by rubbing with a piece of cloth or paper or one's hand and removing dirt, food, or liquid.
Examples:
Wipe off dirt. Wipe with water. Please wipe your sweat with this towel.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Demise.
Death or the end of something.
Examples:
Demise of bureaucracy. Meet their demise. The sudden demise of the king was a shock to everyone and threw the kingdom into chaos.
Delectable.
Highly pleasing and enjoyable to taste or experience.
Examples:
Delectable dish. Delectable chocolate. The delectable aroma of freshly baked cookies filled the house.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Delicious.
Exceptionally pleasing to taste or smell.
Examples:
Delicious breeze. Variety of delicious foods. We could grill the meat in a delicious way.
Atlantic.
Relating to or located near the Atlantic Ocean, which is the second largest ocean on Earth, located between the continents of North and South America to the west and Europe and Africa to the east.
Examples:
Atlantic breeze. Atlantic salmon. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June to November each year.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday. To To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc. To refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Baseline:
A starting point or minimum for comparing facts, the backline bounding each end of a tennis or handball court.
Examples:
Baseline budget. Establish a baseline. The products they sell are the baseline for performance in the industry.
Equivalent:
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Propose:
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Endangered:
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.
Reject:
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Outstanding:
Superior to others in excellence, not yet paid, completed, etc.
Examples:
An outstanding new record. Pay outstanding debts. It's an area of outstanding natural beauty.
Committee:
A group of people appointed or elected to perform a specific function or manage a particular task, often within a larger organization.
Examples:
Committee meeting. Committee member. The ad hoc committee met to discuss the proposal.
Criteria:
Plural of criterion, standards, or conditions by which something may be judged or decided.
Examples:
Criteria for action. Consistency criteria. He didn't meet all the criteria, but he was hired anyway.
Chase:
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Bycatch.
The unintentional capture of non-target species in fishing or harvesting operations, often resulting in their injury or death.
Examples:
Reduce bycatch. Sustainable bycatch. The fishermen were careful to avoid bycatch while fishing for tuna in the ocean.
Leather.
A material made from the skin of an animal, typically by tanning, and used for clothing, shoes, furniture, and other items.
Examples:
Enameled leather. Leather boots. The leather jacket was worn in but still comfortable.
Shark.
A long-bodied, mostly predatory marine fish that has sharp teeth and a pointed fin on its back. A person who is ruthless, greedy, and dishonest.
Examples:
A man-eating shark. Card shark. He borrowed money from a loan shark.
Marlin.
A large game fish with a long bill or snout, usually found in tropical and subtropical oceans.
Examples:
Marlin fishing. Marlin steak. The fisherman reeled in a massive marlin after a long and challenging fight.
Albatross.
A large, oceanic seabird with long wings and webbed feet, known for its impressive ability to fly long distances, including circumnavigating the globe, and for its association in popular culture with bad luck or misfortune. Of golf, a specific scoring achievement that is rarer than a birdie or an eagle, used when a player completes a hole in 3 strokes under par.
Examples:
Albatross on the par 5 hole. Albatross migration. The researcher spotted a majestic albatross gliding effortlessly over the ocean.
Fishery.
An area of water where fish are caught in large quantities for living, a business or practice of catching and selling fish.
Examples:
Fishery management. Commercial fishery. The majority of the people on the island are fishery folk.
Prey.
The object of a hunt, an animal hunted or trapped for eating.
Examples:
Prey of beast. Become prey to terrorists. The majority of snakes swallow their prey whole.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Remotely.
At a distance, not directly or easily accessible.
Examples:
Remotely operate. Control remotely. The company can remotely access its employees' computers for troubleshooting purposes.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples:
Public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Homogeneous.
Consisting of or composed of parts that are similar or identical in nature, kind, or character, uniform in structure or composition.
Examples:
Homogeneous society. Homogeneous culture. The population in the rural area was very homogeneous, with everyone having the same cultural and ethnic background.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Plain.
Without being decorated in any way, noun, a vast expanse of flat land with few trees.
Examples:
Plain answer. Delta plain. The lowest lowland region is mostly flat plain.
Corridor.
A hallway or passageway, especially one connecting rooms or areas within a building or structure.
Examples:
Walk along a corridor. Air corridor. The long corridor was filled with people rushing to get to their rooms before the meeting began.
Oceanography.
The scientific study of oceans and other bodies of saltwater, including their physical, chemical, and biological characteristics, as well as their interactions with the atmosphere and land.
Examples:
Oceanography data. Oceanography expedition. The Oceanography Research Center is dedicated to studying the impacts of climate change on the ocean's ecosystem.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Seasonal.
Occurring or varying according to the season or time of year, related to or affected by the changing seasons.
Examples:
Seasonal allergies. Seasonal fruits. The pumpkin patch only operates during the seasonal fall months.
Upwell.
To rise to the surface, particularly in the case of fluids like water, gas, or magma.
Examples:
Emotions begin to upwell. Upwell from the cracks. Nutrients upwell from the ocean depths during the seasonal shifts, leading to a bloom of marine life.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Turf.
A layer of grass and soil covering a particular area of land, especially used as a playing surface in sports or as a lawn.
Examples:
Artificial turf. Turf battle. The soccer players fought for control of the turf during the game.
Pacific.
Peaceful in character or intent, tending to lessen or avoid conflict, calm or soothing in manner or tone. Noun, as Pacific, the largest and deepest of Earth's oceanic divisions.
Examples:
Pacific nature disposition. The Pacific Ocean. They adopted a pacific approach to resolving their differences, emphasizing dialogue and understanding.
Mate.
A person's partner in marriage or romantic relationship, an animal's sexual partner, a peer or friend, of the game of chess, checkmate, which is the winning condition of the game.
Examples:
Smoking mate. Dog-loving mate. I need to find a mate for my female guinea pig so she doesn't get lonely.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Chip.
A small fragment of something broken off from the whole, a long and thin piece of potato fried in oil or fat.
Examples:
a chip of wood. I don't care a chip. We can use this campaign as a bargaining chip in the negotiations.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
a GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
the ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Photon.
A unit or quantum of electromagnetic energy, typically regarded as a particle that is the basic constituent of all light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation.
Examples:
photon emission. Photon energy. Infrared cameras detect photons in the infrared range of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Sunrise.
The time in the morning when the sun first appears in the sky.
Examples:
beautiful sunrise. High technology sunrise industries. I got up early to watch the sunrise at the summit.
Sunset.
The time in the evening at which the sun begins to fall below the horizon. Verb, to expire or be terminated automatically at the end of a fixed period.
Examples:
sunset dysfunction. Spectacular sunset views. He is in the sunset of his life.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
a breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Sliver.
A small, thin, narrow piece or fragment of something, often characterized by its length or its sharpness or thinness, a small portion or amount of something, often used in a metaphorical sense to describe a trace or a hint of something.
Examples:
sliver of wood. Sliver of metal. I had to be careful not to step on a sliver of glass on the floor.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Veil.
A piece of fine cloth worn by women to cover or conceal the face. Verb, to cover, conceal, or obscure.
Examples:
Veil of mystery. Veil her face. He lifted her veil with both hands.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Pelagic.
Relating to or inhabiting the open ocean, specifically referring to marine organisms that live or swim in the upper layers of the water column rather than close to the shore or sea floor.
Examples:
Pelagic species. Pelagic zone. Seabirds like albatrosses are well adapted to life in the pelagic environment.
Ceaseless.
Without stopping, pausing, or resting, persistent and unending.
Examples:
Ceaseless rain. Ceaseless chatter. The ceaseless noise from the construction site kept me up all night.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Captivity.
The situation in which a person or animal is kept in prison or a space that they cannot escape from.
Examples:
Escape from captivity. Animals in captivity in the zoo. Pandas rarely breed in captivity.
Husbandry.
The care, management, and cultivation of plants, animals, or other resources to obtain productive or profitable outcomes. The practice of tending to and responsibly using natural resources.
Examples:
Traditional husbandry. Sustainable husbandry. The government is planning to promote modern husbandry practices in the poultry industry.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Chuck.
To throw something carelessly or casually, to get rid of something or someone.
Examples:
Chuck the ball across the yard. Chuck my job. I will chuck these old shoes in the trash and buy a new pair.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Treadmill.
A piece of exercise equipment consisting of a moving belt on which the user walks, jogs, or runs in place, a monotonous, repetitive task or activity that feels like it is going nowhere, much like a person walking on a treadmill.
Examples:
Treadmill workout. Non-stop treadmill. I like to watch TV while running on the treadmill to pass the time.
Flume.
A narrow channel or passage through which water flows, often built for transportation or hydroelectric power generation. A water slide in an amusement park or water park.
Examples:
Flume system. River flume. The water park features a thrilling flume ride that sends you down a twisting slide.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Longitude.
The angular distance between a point on any meridian and the prime meridian at Greenwich.
Examples:
A line of longitude. Astronomic longitude. Our country's eastern border is around longitude 40 degrees east.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Electronics.
The branch of physics and technology that deals with the behavior and control of electrons and the use of electronic devices and systems.
Examples:
Electronics industry. Electronics store. The company specializes in manufacturing and selling cutting-edge electronics.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Ballet.
A type of performance dance that tells a dramatic story or expresses an idea with music, but no talking or singing.
Examples:
A ballet enthusiast. Ballet lessons. She is a leading female classical ballet dancer.
Captain.
The leader of a group of people, especially who is in charge of a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The captain of an opposing team. Captain of industry. The captain ordered the troops to fire. Gill. A respiratory organ of fish and some other aquatic animals that extracts dissolved oxygen from water and excretes carbon dioxide.
Examples:
Gill slits. Gill apparatus. The fish's gills are necessary for extracting oxygen from the water.
Stalk.
To follow or track someone or something closely and quietly, usually to cause harm or surveillance. To move slowly and quietly to avoid detection. Noun, the main stem of a plant that supports leaves, flowers, and fruit. The stem or main axis of a support structure or framework.
Examples:
Stalk of celery. Stalk from the room. The hunter quietly stalked the deer for hours before taking the shot.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Flick.
To make a sudden sharp movement or hit something quickly with a sharp movement.
Examples:
Flicker candle. Flick through pages. He flicked the light switch, and the room was illuminated.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Backbone.
The spinal column of a vertebrate, a symbolic representation of strength and resilience.
Examples:
Backbone of society. Backbone curve. She showed great backbone when standing up for her beliefs in opposition.
Pop-up.
An item, event, or shop that appears or happens suddenly, unexpectedly, and usually for a limited time. Verb, to appear or open suddenly and unexpectedly, as a window or menu on a computer screen.
Examples:
Pop-up ad. Pop-up notification. The pop-up store was a great way to test the market for the new product.
Arch.
A curved structure with two supports that holds the weight of something above it, such as a bridge or the upper part of a building.
Examples:
The arch of a person's foot. An arch-shaped stone structure. The arch bears the weight of the overhead bridge.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Detach.
To separate or disjoin something from something else, to disengage.
Examples:
Detach a ticket from its stub. Detach you from the matter. She detached the trailer from the truck before driving away.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples.
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples.
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples.
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Recapture.
To take back control or possession of something.
Examples.
Recapture prisoner. Recapture territory. The company launched a campaign to recapture lost market share.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples.
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Mucus.
A slimy liquid produced inside the nose and other body parts for lubrication, protection, etc.
Examples.
Airway mucus. Nasal mucus. When the body temperature drops, mucus secretion fails.
Shiny.
Reflecting light and having a bright and smooth surface.
Examples.
Shiny surface. Shiny object. The shiny new car drew everyone's attention as it drove by.
Reflection.
The act of thinking deeply about something, or the ability to think deeply, the image of something that is seen in a mirror or other reflective surface.
Examples.
Reflection question. Photon reflection. The teacher asked the students to write a reflection on the book they had just read.
Gene.
The fundamental unit of heredity and the sequence of nucleotides in DNA that codes for the creation of RNA or protein.
Examples.
Gene expression. Gene cloning. A defective gene is responsible for the disease.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples.
Genderblind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Doctoral.
Of or relating to doctorate equals the highest degree from a university, or the achievement of a doctorate.
Examples:
Doctoral program. Doctoral research. She is pursuing a doctoral degree in psychology to become a licensed therapist.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful and attractive.
Examples:
A gorgeous meal. Gorgeous sunset. She wore a gorgeous dress to the party, which everyone admired.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
Moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Numerical.
Relating to, expressed, or denoted by a number.
Examples:
3D numerical simulation. The numerical keypad. The numerical value of pi is approximately 3.14.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Forage.
To search or hunt for food, provisions, or other necessities. To scavenge or seek out resources in a determined or systematic manner.
Examples:
Forage for food. Forage for information. She would forage through her massive handbag every morning to find her keys.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
Posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Spawn.
To lay eggs or to produce offspring, to cause something to develop.
Examples:
Spawn in spring. Spawn a new concept. The salmon swims upstream to spawn in the place they were released.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Med.
Short for medical, relating to the field of medicine, which is concerned with the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of diseases and disorders. Short for medication, a substance or drug that is used to treat a medical condition or alleviate symptoms.
Examples:
Med student. Med school. I took a med dose of pain reliever to ease my headache.
Commission.
A formal instruction, command, or request given to a person or group, an official group of people entrusted by a government or other official body to control or enforce something.
Examples:
Commission appointed by the government. The commission of murder. She gets a commission on each contract.
Treaty.
A formal agreement or pact between two or more countries or other international entities.
Examples:
Treaty negotiation. Global climate treaty. The two countries signed a treaty to establish peaceful relations.
Overlap.
To partially cover something by going beyond its edge.
Examples:
Overlap one another. Overlap in many areas. There was no overlap between their proposals.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Forthright.
Direct and honest in speech or action, straightforward, frank.
Examples:
Forthright manner. Forthright statement. She appreciated his forthright approach to the sensitive topic.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government, A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Overfishing.
The removal of too many fish from a body of water, causing a decline in population levels and harm to the ecosystem.
Examples:
Overfishing crisis, overfishing ban. The ocean's ecosystem is being threatened by overfishing, causing many species to become endangered.
Census.
An official count or survey of a population, typically recording various details such as age, sex, occupation, and education levels.
Examples:
Census data, population census. The government conducted a census of the population to gather data on demographics.
Marine.
Relating to the sea and the creatures and plants that live there.
Examples:
Marine insurance, variety of marine life. Seals and whales are marine animals beloved by the people.
Primarily.
Mainly.
Examples:
Intended primarily for young people. Primarily affect adults. All peaceful cooperation is based primarily on mutual trust.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Salmon.
A type of fish that is commonly found in the North Atlantic and North Pacific Oceans.
Examples:
Salmon fishery. Salmon migration. Grilled salmon is a popular dish at summer barbecues.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Catching.
Attracting attention or interest, likely to be noticed or remembered, appealing or compelling.
Examples:
Catching fire. Catching disease. The catching scent of freshly baked bread made my mouth water.
Cousin.
The child of your aunt or uncle.
Examples:
Cross-cousin marriage. Cousin's family. I used to play with my younger male cousins when I was a little girl.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples:
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Hose.
A flexible tube or pipe used to convey fluids, typically water or air, to spray someone or something with water or another liquid in a forceful manner.
Examples:
Garden hose. Hose bumper. The firefighter grabbed the hose and aimed it at the burning building to extinguish the fire.
Deck.
A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
Deck chairs. Hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Antenna.
An electrical device that sends or receives radio or television signals. Biology, one of one or more pairs of appendages used for sensing in insects.
Examples:
Antenna of insect. Extend the TV antenna. He had a special antenna for public relations.
Meter.
A device used to measure the amount of a particular substance or attribute, such as length, volume, or time. Prosody, the accent in a metrical foot of verse.
Examples:
A gas meter. Poetic meter. The meter on the wall showed that the room was 3 meters long.
Resolution.
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Tropical.
Originating in, located in, or characteristic of the tropics.
Examples:
Tropical cyclones. tropical islands. Tropical storm Marco is making his way along the coast of Florida.
Pup.
A young dog, seal, or other animals.
Examples:
Pup company. Playful pup. The little pup was so cute, with big, floppy ears and a wagging tail.
Seal.
To close or fasten an envelope, etc. securely. Noun, a large marine mammal that chiefly lives in cold regions and comes on shore to breed.
Examples:
Seal a hole. A fur seal. He sealed the letter with hot wax.
Critter.
A small or unimportant creature or animal, often used in a familiar or affectionate way.
Examples:
Cute critter. Wild critter. During their camping trip, the kids were excited to go critter hunting in the woods.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Acoustic.
Relating to sound or the sense of hearing.
Examples:
Acoustic properties of a hall. Acoustic guitar. The ground acts as an acoustic barrier against outside sounds.
Ping.
To make a high-pitched, ringing sound, to send a brief electronic message or signal to another computer or device to check its availability or connection status.
Examples:
Ping me when you have arrived. Ping him with updates. I can ping my friend's computer to see if it's online.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Algorithm.
A set of rules or rigorous instructions typically used to solve a specific problem or to perform a computation.
Examples:
The RSA algorithm. Algorithm for image processing. We can evaluate the performance of an algorithm in terms of computation time.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
Wiggly worms. Can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Unthinkable.
Too unlikely or shocking to imagine or accept.
Examples:
An unthinkable coincidence. In unthinkable trouble. That accident was something unthinkable with my long experience.
Rehearse.
To practice or repeat something, such as a performance, speech, or action, to prepare for an event or to improve one's skills, to go through the motions of a planned activity before executing it.
Examples:
Rehearse an opera. Rehearse a speech. The actors needed to rehearse their lines before the performance.
Juvenile.
Relating to or characteristic of youth or young people, immature.
Examples:
Exhibit juvenile behavior. Juvenile justice. The detective suspected that the vandalism was the work of juvenile delinquents.
Sensor.
A device that receives a signal or stimulus such as heat, pressure, light, motion, etc. and responds to it in a specific manner.
Examples:
Motion sensor lighting. An image sensor. This automatic door could no longer be opened due to a sensor failure.
Glue.
A sticky substance used for joining things together, a bonding agent made from animal or synthetic materials.
Examples:
Glue stick. Epoxy glue. The carpenter applied glue to the cabinet joints before nailing them together.
Slough.
To shed or cast off a dead layer of skin, tissue, or surface, to discard or get rid of something unwanted or unnecessary. Noun, marshy areas or wetlands.
Examples:
Slew off his responsibilities. Salt marsh slough. Exfoliating treatments help to slough off dead skin, revealing a fresher complexion underneath.
Shear.
To cut or trim with scissors or shears, to remove something by cutting or tearing it away from something else, to become severed or split apart by force acting parallel to the plane of a surface. Noun, a cutting tool used to trim or cut materials such as fabric, hair, or metal.
Examples:
Shear a hedge. Shear force. I need to shear the wool off of the sheep before winter.
Nautical.
Relating to ships, navigation, or sailors, pertaining to the sea or maritime activities, characteristic of or associated with the world of sailing or seafaring.
Examples:
Nautical theme. Nautical design. The sailor told tales of his nautical adventures on the high seas.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Pulse.
The regular heartbeat as it sends blood around the body, especially when it is felt at the wrist or side of the neck, a solid regular vibration of sound, electric current, light, or other waves.
Examples:
A weak pulse. Pulse waves. The cardiac monitor displays the intensity of your pulse.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Herculean.
Requiring great strength, effort, or endurance, of or relating to the legendary strength of the ancient Greek hero Hercules.
Examples:
Herculean effort. Make Herculean progress. Completing this project in such a short amount of time will be a Herculean task.
Encore.
A performance or piece of music, typically a repetition of the final section of a concert, given in response to an enthusiastic request from the audience, a demand or request for repeated performance or repetition of something.
Examples:
Standing ovation encore. Musical encore. After their final song, the band was called back on stage for an encore performance.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface, a long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Captivate.
To attract and hold the attention or interest of.
Examples:
Captivate public sentiment. Captivate the mind. The magician captivated the audience with his illusions.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples:
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Bathymetry.
The study or measurement of the depth and topography of underwater areas, particularly the ocean floor.
Examples:
High-resolution bathymetry. Bathymetry data. The bathymetry of the ocean floor can help scientists understand underwater topography.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
App.
Abbreviation for application, software designed to run on smartphones and other mobile devices or inside a web browser on a PC.
Examples:
Killer app. Cannot log into the app. The discovery of a critical bug caused the company to delay the app's release.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Smartphone.
A mobile phone that functions as a computer and connects to the internet.
Examples:
Smartphone app developer. Smartphone addict. Internet traffic volumes have increased significantly with the advent of smartphones.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.